Facebook's definitely having a bit of a weird moment at the moment. This live's about balancing hormones, and I think Facebook is having hormone issues the last few days. I'm in my lounge surrounded by workout stuff and Lego. This is where we do our morning workouts together, me and my online clients. So I want to keep it quite short. I can go off on one. We've got a series of Fat Around the Middle videos, and you can always post below and ask me a question and I will answer it for free. So yesterday we talked about how it's consistency. I kept using that word consistency. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, how do I be consistent? I've got work, I've got the dog, I've got the kids, I've got my elderly parents, we're trying to put the house up for sale, we're trying to book a holiday, la-di-da-di-da, yeah? All the WhatsApp things coming from the school, the homework. And I get that, okay? I get that, and that will be in the other videos. But for now, I want to tell you why once I started balancing my hormones instead of counting calories, how my whole body changed shape and my mind got clearer and everything just seemed to be better, fit better, feel better, everything. So quite often we've got Fitbits, we've got my Fitness Pals, we've got trackers for this, trackers for sleep, trackers for everything. But nobody really knows what they're doing with this information. It's like, oh yeah, I had a bad night's sleep, oh yeah, I need to drop some calories or whatever. But we've got all these trackers, everything, and yet we're getting fatter. Yeah, we're carrying more and more dangerous fat around our middle. So that means to me that these trackers aren't really telling us what we really need to know. Now, I've just told a lot of my moms to start doing a period diary, and there's an app for that. Amazing. I haven't been on there. I like a good old-fashioned piece of paper. I'm sure the app is amazing. But that's what we need to start really looking at, okay? So yesterday I spoke about, HIIT training and high intensity workouts, and actually as we get older, are those as good for our body as we think they are? Should we be doing high intensity for that hour 4 times a week? Is that our aim? Or actually, should our aim be working around our hormones, our fitness aim, around our hormones and around balancing them? So for instance, a few days before your period and a few days on your period, is that the best time to do HIIT type training? Should you be doing more mobility then, more Pilates focused stuff? And I know Pilates can feel boring, but my Pilates isn't. I'm doing a free mobility week in a few weeks time, and that will be amazing. Okay, so it won't be boring. It'll be 15 minutes and it'll be done, and you'll feel so much better in a week. So should we be doing more mobility, more kind of gentle stuff those days before our period and just as we come on our period? And then sort of day 5 or 6, when we really start to get that energy in, is that when we should be doing more of the HIIT type training? Okay? So many people count calories instead of counting energy levels, and they use these trackers, but they're not actually tracking what their body really needs. Okay, so with my program, it's how that breakfast made you feel. Did it fill you up? What time did it fuel you to? Did it spike cravings? Is having sugar in the morning, even if it's natural sugar, actually making you want sugar throughout the day? It may for some, it may not for others, okay? Is skipping that breakfast causing you to be hangry, annoyed? Is that what's making you reach for that 10 o'clock sugar fix? Or is it actually not having breakfast contributing to you attacking the fridge when you get home from work and while you're cooking the kids' tea? So you basically inhale the cheese, okay? Because that's what I used to do. And we really shouldn't be tracking calories when we look at something. We shouldn't be looking at calories. We should be looking at what's the content of that? Yeah, what's the content of it? You know, packet of crisps, I don't know, 150 calories, I don't know. But 150 calories of what? Because really it's of fats, carbs, salt, and it's not filling, is it? Not filling. Yet people will snack on a packet of crisps because they actually think that that's not as bad calorie-wise as actually having a big meal. And when you start to really eat clean and lean, you can actually eat loads of food, absolutely loads of food. People are astonished about how much I eat to stay this size, okay? So we need to start looking at issues, maybe insomnia, headaches, bloating, indigestion, period pain, low moods. What is it that we're consuming that's actually giving us those symptoms? And we need to stop thinking about popping a pill to help them. What's causing this indigestion? What's causing this headache? What's causing this low mood? And it's always to do with our hormones, and it's always to do with how we are fueling our body, okay? What we're putting in it, what we're taking out of it, yeah, how we're resting. So resting is super, super important as well. And I can hear you, how can I rest when I've got all this going on in my life? Yeah, how can you fit it all in? And it totally feels like another chore. I get that, and I don't want you to feel like it's another thing that you are doing wrong, because you are doing amazing. All it is I want to help feed into you how for 5 minutes a day we can really change your whole life in a matter of 12 weeks, okay? So I had a lady at the Rest Fest festival, and her kids get fed, the goldfish gets fed, and the dog gets fed, and her husband sits down and has a breakfast, okay? She said, I don't have time for breakfast. I get an eat naked bar or something like that when I sit at my desk. So she's up at 6. Everybody else in the house gets fed. I said, what's your stress levels by the time you've dropped the kids off and driven to work? And she said, really high. She's not eaten, she's not given her brain any fuel, and okay, she's gone for an oat bar, but I would imagine it's not a great oat bar, and she's starting work already mega stressed. Boom, that's why she's carrying fat around her middle. She thinks it's her metabolic rate. I think it's that she's not putting herself first, she isn't balancing her hormones. And why does everybody in the house get to sit down and have her breakfast and not her? Why is she not worthy of that time when everybody else, including the goldfish, okay, maybe the goldfish doesn't sit down, but the dog gets their breakfast before she does? Is it a metabolism issue, or is it a lifestyle issue that needs tweaking? Now, before you go back and start creating rows with your partners and thinking, oh my God, it's another thing to do, don't worry about it. I just want you to notice, okay? I just want you to really notice how you're fueling your body and your mind, okay? Fueling your mind with Instagram, social media, not switching off, never resting, always comparing, okay, popping pills for symptoms instead of thinking about them, doing this HIIT training or this running and not really understanding your hormone systems, when your lows are of energy, when your highs are of energy. And when you're craving things, what is your soul craving? Okay, so for instance, you've had a bad morning. What do you reach for when you've had that bad morning? And how does it make you feel? What is your soul really craving if you reach for that packet of biscuits? Are you hungry? Maybe you are, because you haven't had that breakfast and then you just had an oatmeal snack, and then you've been in a meeting for 2 hours and you can't grab a lunch. You've got no lunch. Maybe you are hungry. Maybe you're hungry for something else. Maybe you're hungry for connection, love, affection. Yeah? What is your soul really craving? What do you reach for when you're stressed? And how does that food make you feel? Have you ever done a period cycle around your moods? Yeah, most of us listening here are 40 years old. Have you ever done that period cycle? Are you popping pills to cover up symptoms like indigestion, period pain, constipation, can't sleep? This is a hormone issue. And if your hormones got an issue, that's contributing to carrying fat around the middle. So I'll do another live tomorrow. I'll let you know what it's about, but it will be helping you realise why you are carrying fat around the middle. And most of the time, it's not a thyroid issue or a metabolic issue. It is, because those are kind of hormones, but we often blame that. Let's find out our why, okay? Have a good day. Questions below if you have them.